Tonight on DC News Now, the extreme cold forces the inauguration inside.
4 layers of clothes and double hats and warmers, and we're ready to go.
Reaction from visitors already arriving in DC, now unable to attend the major event. Plus, the uncertainty for groups planning the march and the parade.
Hey everybody, we have an extreme warm-up and then an extreme fall. We have snow also on the table this upcoming weekend. More on that forecast. It's coming up.
New details in a terrifying crash that sent a pickup truck off the Arlington Memorial Bridge. The dash cam video showing the moment leading up to that crash. Less than 24 hours till the Commanders take on the Lions in the playoffs. We are stretching your dollar with where to watch the big game while getting the most for your money.
I think that there's a better way to address this than banning the app.
The Supreme Court upholding a law banning TikTok if it isn't sold by Sunday. What happens next?
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan. Susan Tran has a night off. All right, we made it to Friday night. A live look at the U.S. Capitol building tonight. So much happening this weekend, of course, there. The anticipated cold weather Monday, now moving the inauguration there inside. We'll have much more on the impact coming up in just a moment. But first, for the forecast, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. Janessa, so much happening this weekend, so many people in town from all around the country, and we've got a lot happening weather-wise.
Yeah, you have different weather patterns for different days. First and foremost, tonight is going to remain on the clear side. It's a good night just to be out and about before changes start to happen. Tomorrow, we do have rain back in the forecast because we're going to be hitting 50 degrees here in the DMV, and so it's going to be a very mild day. Wind chill's not a huge concern, but I'm referencing this because we are going to see bitter cold seeping in really starting around midnight tomorrow evening, and throughout your Sunday, temperatures dramatically fall. We already have extreme cold watch that's in place for Garrett County and parts of Kaiser Cumberland, as many mountainous areas are going to be falling to about 20 below Sunday night into Monday. Winter storm watch now in place just west of D.C., sections of the Shenandoah Valley up towards eastern Maryland as well. That'll start tomorrow night and then extend into Sunday as snow starts to return. It's a quiet evening across the region right now, and tonight there's no big concerns, but early tomorrow morning we start to notice that wintry mix, and then it follows by some rain. More on the forecast. It's coming up.
All right, Janessa, we'll see you then. And to stay on top of inclement weather, scan the QR code you can see right here on your screen. It'll take you straight to the weather section of our website, dcnewsnow.com. There you'll find the latest forecast, winter weather warnings, and radar to plan your day. All right, we continue to follow the major shakeup announced today. Monday's presidential inauguration now will be indoors because of Monday's frigid temps. Both the outdoor swearing in at the U.S. Capitol and the parade down Pennsylvania Avenue have been canceled. That's where we find our weekend anchor Ben Jennis joining us there live tonight. And crews, Ben, wasting really no time taking down the bleachers there.
Yeah, time is ticking. The hours, Chris, after President-elect Trump said today that he would not take the oath of office, putting his hand on the Bible outside of the U.S. Capitol. The bleachers behind me started coming down along Pennsylvania Avenue. Why? Well, this path is where the soon-to-be 47th president would walk toward the White House after he's sworn in. And right now, crews still actively working down Pennsylvania Avenue, America's main street, near the Rotunda. That's where Trump will be sworn in indoors. His supporters, they had a mixed bag of emotions. All right, coming in. A shakeup to be sworn in. Bleachers are being brought down along Pennsylvania Avenue after President-elect Trump's second inauguration ceremony in the outdoors was called off ahead of frigid weather. It's this route where spectators would have seen the soon-to-be 47th president parade toward the White House after taking the oath of office.
We're at home here with this weather. This is awesome. Actually, this is nice and balmy for us.
Steve Schumacher and family traveled to D.C. from North Dakota and Minneapolis. They're used to the cold back home.
Disappointing, but it's okay.
Donald Nyman from Colorado.
4 layers of clothes and double hats and warmers, and we're ready to go.
Those with ticketed seats on the National Mall now having to find other planes to watch. Details remain limited about whether onlookers will see the ceremony on large screens on the mall. broadcasting Trump from the Capitol Rotunda. A stage is already being built there to accommodate the transfer of power. A similar sight was seen in 1985 when President Reagan took the oath a second time. A decision then also because of brutal temps.
We'll be here all covered up. You won't recognize us.
Yeah. We're coming. Nothing will stop us. We came this far and we're going to keep going.
Whatever follow-up we get, we'll just adjust.
Jill Howell planned to watch the inauguration on the Mall. In town from Alabama, she's taking the ceremony change in stride.
Of course we were disappointed, but the biggest thing was if you liken it to a marriage ceremony, a wedding versus a marriage, we are more interested in the marriage with President Trump than just the ceremony.
Again, here's another look at those bleachers risers that will come down in the coming days. President-elect Trump had already been scheduled to host a rally Sunday night, not far from here, at Capital One Arena. Rinse and repeat come Monday. After he's sworn in, he'll have another event there in lieu of the parade here on Pennsylvania Avenue. Now, details at this hour unknown about ticketing, who might get in, and when. But tonight, new. The Secret Service says that they could anticipate, us here in D.C., those who live here every single day, could anticipate some impacts around Capital One Arena. It's how we walk, of how we drive, and how we take public transit. Chris?
Yeah, Ben Dennis reporting in D.C. All right, Ben, before you go, I know the mayor's office in D.C., they built about $1.5 million viewing stand. It was all heated, really nice. Is that coming down as well? Can you see that right now?
Or let's actually give you a live shot of this outside of what's de facto City Hall, the Wilson building. That booth right there is what we're talking about. The city reportedly paying a pretty penny to put that up there, the figures you just mentioned there, Chris. That is not yet coming down, but we've got a couple days until the inauguration. Now, whether it's completely down by the 20th or not, that's probably not going to matter. The new president's going to be sworn in at the Capitol, and the parade's not going to happen here anyway. But in the coming days, we'll see more of this infrastructure come down along what's called America's Main Street. Ben Dennis, DC News Now. Back to you, Chris.
All right, we certainly will. Our Ben Dennis reporting live tonight in D.C. Ben, thanks for that update. All right, in addition to the swearing-in ceremony being moved indoors, President-elect Trump says a parade will be inside Capital One Arena. Now, some organizations in the parade, they still have not been told what to expect yet. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us here in studio tonight. And Daniel, I know you spoke with a nonprofit in Arlington that was set to march in the parade, and they still haven't been told anything yet from the organizers.
No, still kind of in limbo, Chris. We're talking about the Tragedy Assistance Program for survivors known as TAPS. They're planning for nearly 200 people to be in town this weekend. Regardless of the venue, organizers say they're going to make it a meaningful experience. The pomp and circumstance of a presidential inaugural parade will look much different this year. Moved inside Capital One Arena because of freezing temperatures expected Monday.
The hope is that everybody will be able to participate regardless of the location. But I am glad that they're looking out for people's health and safety. Diana
Rode Hosford is with TAPS, an Arlington nonprofit helping those grieving a death in the military or veteran community. They're expecting nearly 200 people to be a part of the parade.
Any opportunity for families to have their loved ones remembered, to have them honored, to have them recognized is meaningful. Survivors never want their heroes to be forgotten.
One of those marching is Brian Bauman.
We're strong now because of TAPS.
Who was 17 years old when his father, Commander Charles J. Bauman Jr., died. He found out in 1949 his father participated in the inaugural events for President Harry Truman.
He walked parade and did the events.
Oh, wow.
So I thought this is an interesting way to be able to celebrate what his life, but also walk in his footsteps.
Those footsteps may not be down Pennsylvania Avenue, but these military families are ready to support each other and have the nation recognize their loved ones.
Their sacrifices are not in vain, and being able to celebrate those, recognize those all together transcends politics.
Now again, TAPS has not received word on what Monday will look like, but organizers say they are prepared and they really are banking on the camaraderie and care, being together as one big family. Chris?
All right, and Daniel, they're doing such great work there. And this isn't the first time that group has marched in an inaugural parade.
No, they've done this through several administrations. It doesn't matter what the politics is. They said they applied to be in the parade before the election. It's really important for them to really tell the country who their loved ones were and tell other people that there is support for them.
Yeah, great work there. Daniel, thanks. Good story there. All right, we have all your bases covered on Inauguration Day on Monday. Our network News Nation has special coverage starting at 11 in the morning. Then we'll have more to come on DC News Now starting at 4 in the afternoon. We have new details tonight on the pickup truck that crashed and then went off the Arlington Memorial Bridge into the Potomac River last night. Now, we do want to warn our viewers that some of the video we're going to show you may be disturbing. As we first told you last night, rescue crews did pull someone from the water, but that person died overnight. And today, crews pulled the truck, you can see here, out of the river and also recovered a second body. And we do have dash cam video tonight showing the moment this all started. This happened around 7 last night. You can see here the truck moving into another lane before hitting the car in front of it. And then it swerves across oncoming traffic here into the concrete barrier and then plunges into the partially frozen river.
Feel for the family at this point. You never think about anything like this could happen.
Well, police have not yet identified the 2 victims. Tonight, the bridge is closed. Still unclear when it will fully reopen. Police are still trying to figure out how this exactly happened. We'll keep you both updated here on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. We have new pictures after police in Montgomery County say they arrested a drunk driver for crashing into a police cruiser. It happened between 270 and I-370 in Gaithersburg Saturday. Police say the officer was responding to a crash when a driver rear-ended them. The driver was arrested for DUI. Nobody was injured. The Washington Commanders are in Detroit right now, getting ready for tomorrow night's big playoff game against the Lions. And while the team is on the road, you know Commanders faithful will be cheering loudly back here at home. Our Haley Mylon is stretching your dollar tonight with the best deals to watch tomorrow's game.
Of course, we are only bringing you the deals where you've got the biggest screens available so you won't miss a single play. You got to have a lot of screens to watch some Jaden Daniels magic, and where you choose to watch this game is going to matter because this playoff run is historic. You might be talking about this one for years to come.
So where can you go watch these guys without blowing an entire paycheck? Let's start with deals in the district. Throw Social in Northeast DC is airing the game on a 20-foot Jumbotron. They've got $20 beer buckets and $10 for 10 wing deals. Surfside in Tenleytown has $1 draft beers for the entire first half and is running happy hour specials for the whole game. Ticketmaster is presenting a watch party at District D near Capital One Arena. If you RSVP online, you score yourself a $1 beer. And they say they're offering specials throughout the game. In Virginia, Spanky's Shenanigans in Leesburg will have live music to get you ready for the game starting at 7:30. They've got good prices on game day classics like hot dogs, burgers, and beer. And in Maryland, Looney's Pub College Park is holding a game day watch party with specials throughout the night. Ditch the Terps gear for the night, they won't mind. And speaking of gear, we all know how expensive NFL apparel can be, so we're stretching your dollar just a little bit more. Check out these Fanatics sales. Commander shirts and hoodies up to 60% off.
And if you're headed out of town, the Commanders have a pretty cool tool to help you find a place to watch the game across the country. It's the Commanders Rally Bar Network. I'm going to link to that on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Share it with your friends across the nation. You don't want to wander into the wrong bar, particularly not a Lions bar. I'm Haley Mylon, sending it back to you.
Definitely don't want to do that. Let's get a big W tomorrow night. All right, all new tonight, a happy reunion for a D.C. woman and her golden doodle dog. You can see here Cody first told you Wednesday that police were searching for him after they say he was taken after wandering off in Northeast. Dawn Pelt telling us today that Cody is now back home with her. Still unclear if anyone is arrested or if any charges will be filed. But good news.